So in there I have all the seasoning except for the cheese, and I'm using light olive oil. Usually Anna potatoes are made with butter, but I don't want to deal. I'm trying to make it, for me, simple, easy, instead of brushing the butter and everything. So I'm slicing the potatoes straight into this pan, and every 10 or 15 seconds I'll stir it so the potatoes don't lose their color. I'm using a mandolin, and they're going to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. So let me slice some, not all of it, just some, so you get an idea of what's going to be. They can be up to 1/4 of an inch thick. So into there, I'm going to put the potatoes and not slice my fingers, so that I'm giving you an idea of what that is. Now I'm going to put the rest, and as I'm doing this, about this much at a time. Like I said, I don't want the potatoes to turn color, and you can't put them in water, because the water will take the starch out, and you need the potatoes to stick together. Anyway, that's the process. Now I'm going to add all the potatoes, mix it up, then we'll layer it into the pan. Mix it up by hand. Now the last thing to put in there is the cheese. Now remember, Anna potatoes are not made with cheese, but I'm making Anna potatoes with cheese. You could do whatever you want. It's the process of how to lay out the potato. So I'm going to mix this up, then we're going to go over to the stove, and my pan is there, and I don't have a cast iron skillet, which you are supposed to use for this, which all restaurants and hotels use for it, like I did years ago. But we don't have one in the house because they're too heavy, and to have it for one item like this, anyway, wait. So the pan's been on low for about 20 minutes. Now you have to lay these out, so when you turn it out, when you turn it over, it's going to look pretty. So that's how you do that. And the potatoes are usually round, but this was one huge potato. It was long. Anyway, you can hear the sizzling. That's okay. Just overlap, just like a deck of cards. And then we're going to put it in the oven, which is already heated, not preheated, just heated. And you keep on going like so. So after I put all the potatoes in there, you leave it on the stove here. It has to be in there. Now I turn the heat up, and you hear sizzling. Now we're going to put it in the oven. I set it convection at 425, and then we'll let it go for a half hour, and then we'll test it. Well, that was a half hour, and we'll put my cake tester in there. Soft all the way through. Now the most difficult part, to turn that out. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, let it rest, settle, and then try and turn it out. Now what's usually done, you work around here, push under, and get it loose all the way around, which I did, and then you kind of pray. Oh, pray that when you turn this over, Now it's not hot, that it comes off. So I'm going to turn it right here so you see. Well, just a few pieces were stuck in the pan, and that's not bad, considering all things. It might look a little greasy because whatever oil was in there went to the bottom of the pan. And now what we want to do, I'm going to cut into that and see. It is very oily. I should use less. I wasn't in the mood to like melt the butter, take the brush, and brush in between as you put the layers. So you cut wedges. So this is enough. It's enough for 4 people. And then you just take it. Put it on a plate, but you have to make sure you cut through it, which I didn't. And that's my idea of Anna potatoes with cheese, and I am going to taste this. Well, you're viewing this because it does taste good. That's all I can tell you. Enjoy.